What about you guys? It's a FUT Tradesman. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you to everyone for the great support on Instagram over the past 12 months. Now it's time to set up the YouTube channel as well so that you guys can see exactly how I go about the different methods that I talk about on Instagram and how I made those tens of millions of coins on FIFA 18 without spending any of my own money. So today, the first video, we're going to look at sniping. So this is the sniping method that I use throughout FIFA 18 to help to generate all of those coins. I'm going to run through exactly how I do it and the buttons that you press. I'm going to map them on the screen as well. So we're going to use the PS4 just to illustrate this, but it'll translate across onto Xbox One as well. And this will give you a chance to practice in the last few months of FIFA 18 before then being ready for FIFA 19 when it launches in a couple of months. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so first up we're going to have a look at the buttons that you're going to need, the main buttons you're going to need to learn the little routines on to be able to get your sniping down to the milliseconds to make the difference between getting that bargain and just missing out. So with this method you're going to be faster than even the bots on this game. So this is a great one to make use of, especially good for whenever a new batch of special cards is released, or if there's a new SBC that comes out, or if there's a price change. If a player goes up in value quite a lot all of a sudden, a lot of people will still be listing on the old price, which allows you to get in there and get in some bargains and then quickly flip them and sell them for what they're actually worth. So the buttons that we're going to look at then, so as I say, we're looking at the PS4 controller as we go through, but just have a look at how it corresponds on the Xbox and that will show you the method that you need to do. So we're setting the parameters first of all for this example to show you quite an easy slow way to do it, which is looking at right backs in the Premier League, but we're going to set the buy now to 700. So you set everything up and then you hit the search button, which is the triangle on this. And so you'll see there and come up with a couple of results. Now the key thing to do to set this up now is to select the furthest to the right and to go down to select over the buy it now, but you don't need to click on that, you just need to hover over it and then you press the circle button to exit back out to those search results. So that's the key thing. So first of all you go to the very last result and then you set up, hover over your buy it now, then press your circle to get back out again. And what you do next is you press the square button because this gives you the compare price. So what this will do is it will open up all the different options of Dawson in this example and just show you them all across the board, everything that's there. What this allows you to do is it refreshes your search results. So whenever you go back, the latest results will pop up and that gives you that opportunity to buy something the millisecond that it is listed on the transfer market. Okay, now to the example that we're going to use here, doing it at full speed. So we're going to look at gold right backs in the Premier League. We're going to set the buy it now to 600 coins. So it's just for the example, the illustration. You're not going to make yourself millions of coins by doing this particular search result. And so you hit search and right away we've got one result, which is great. So you could just go down, you highlight buy it now, then you compare price, then you go out of it again, and then your new results will be there ready to go. So if you hesitate even for a moment, you won't be able to win the card. You have to be super quick, ready to hit that X after you press right, so you've got the latest result there. And there you go. And it's just a case of getting this routine of the buttons as you go through. Like anything, you just need to practice. So set it to something where it's just pretty low risk and just put a little bit of time in to practice this, because then you can apply it to something like a team of the season card or something that's a little bit more rare, and that'll allow you to really exercise your sniping muscles. Another thing we're just going to look at real quick is if you set your search parameters and nothing comes up right away, the way to be able to continue to refresh your search results before it even hits the transfer market is just to increase that minimum price each time by 50 coins, obviously up to the point where it makes sense. So go up to about 400 coins and then bring it down again. So as long as you're changing something each time that you're hitting search, it'll come up with a refresh result. So it'll take you straight through as soon as something useful comes up on the market for you. And you'll notice with this, what it does is it actually keeps some of the cards in play even whenever they've already been pulled, which means then you're able to keep refreshing the market in this way. So whenever you go back each time, the cards that are still there, they've already gone, they've already been bought by somebody else, but they stay on the system, which allows you to keep using this method. And the way you can test that is if you go and you click on one of the older cards and you say add it to your transfer targets, it'll come up saying there was a communication problem, which would then break this sequence for you in this particular instance, which means then you just go back and you reset your search parameters again. Alright, so there you go guys, so hopefully you found that useful, because this has been a great method for me in FIFA 18. We expect it should stay the same when FIFA 19 comes out as well, but of course if anything changes we'll look to update it. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the first video, whether you use this method, whether there's another method that you use which you find works better than this. As I say, for me, you come up with a lot of ones here that just say they're listed for an hour, they don't even get to take down 59.59 to be able to get some of these cards. And also any advice in terms of player upgrades that I can do in my current team just to make it that little bit better, because as I said, I got that 1.2 million in coins just sitting there, not really sure, because I'm liking all of the players that I've got in my team, not sure how I can improve just for the last couple of months of FIFA 18. Cheers guys, speak soon.